How's the Achilles? What's the latest?
I have a ruptured Achilles.
It's a ruptured Achilles. So I saw the EMTs there. The ambulance came. The EMTs came to the field yesterday. Did you go directly to the hospital?
Yes, I went straight to the hospital.
And so, what did they tell you? What was the diagnosis? What'd they say?
Well, they wanted me to stay overnight because they wanted to, and then they wanted to see if I was going to need the surgery tomorrow morning. But I wasn't really with the whole surgery situation, so I'm going to go see an orthopedic actually tomorrow. I have an appointment to see to get a second opinion to see if I really do need the surgery.
Man, so you're going to try. I mean, are you walking? How can you get around with a ruptured Achilles?
I have crutches and I have a splint on.
Geez, splint and crutches. You're just trying to basically hope that you don't have to go through surgery and maybe there's an alternative route.
Yes.
So that was a big spot for you. I know you wanted it badly. You worked your heart out over the week. How tough was it as a pill to swallow to see what happened yesterday and for you not to be able to finish the game?
It was tough because I think before I went down, after I had caught the interception and then I scored the touchdown, I believe we was only down 1 point because we wasn't able to convert
right.
The 2-point conversion. And then after I got injured, everything just started going downhill from there with the team.
You know, you told me post-game that if you had a ruptured Achilles, that you would think about hanging him up, that you would think about ending your flag football career. How do you feel about that now?
I'm still more leaning towards like hanging up like sports and all, just not even just the flag football, because you know the injuries I have to be able to work and I have my kids to take care of, and it's just going to be hard on me just if I keep getting injured and things get worse and I'm missing out on work. So if I do have to get the surgery, the sports, I will be there on the sidelines, you know, to cheer on the team. But me playing, that's a hard decision. I don't think that I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm going to be playing again.
Last night, Mr. Six, you actually suggested on Twitter maybe you would think about potentially joining a young gun squad, which would kind of be like Kevin Durant joining the Warriors, a super team type situation. Have you given real consideration of joining the young guns if they came after you?
That I have, because I was very impressed with Flood. The first game we played, I wasn't impressed by him. But the second game, I was very impressed. And I feel how that offense is ran, and with me, with my athleticism and how the whole team is set up, that I think that, you know, I can definitely contribute to basically be a dominant team in the league as they move up in the divisions.
Would you be okay playing only one way? A lot of their guys don't play both ways. Would you be okay just playing offense?
Yes, because I think that's also why the injury also has happened with me, because as you can see, I don't come out the game. I play offense, defense, kick return, kickoff. So it's a lot on my body. So I wouldn't have no problem just playing just back there on offense.
You're a great competitor. You were gracious in defeat. You gave the young guns a ton of credit after the loss. I will ask you, though, I mean, I thought your quarterback didn't do you many favors. He threw behind you a bunch of times. I think it was tough to get you the ball in space. Were you frustrated at all by either the play calling or your quarterback?
I was frustrated with I'm not going to really touch that situation and touch that subject to protect. You know, we played a good game. You know, the young guns played a better game than us, and of course, the result was they were victorious over us. You know, if I do decide to play again, and most likely I would entertain the young gun situation, but 95% chance that I'm probably will be back with small blocks, and you know, to get a repeat, and we just have to practice a little bit more and be on the same page with my quarterback.
Well, Mr. Six, you earned a lot of fans here, specifically me. I think you've been amazing as a competitor. I think you've been gracious in defeat. I think that you've got a big heart, and I know a lot of our listeners have really gravitated to you. I know some have asked you for an autographed jersey to send them, and to you to do motivational tactics for their team. So I just want to give you a ton of credit, man. You've been great. Thanks so much, and you're always a friend of the show. I'm sure that we'll have you on again.
Yes, and I want to say one more thing before I go.
Yeah.
Young Guns, bring home that championship.
Mr. Six, one of the great competitors in flag football history, one of the great, I think, athletes of our era. I have nothing but respect for the guy, and Boy, leaves open the door for a super team with the young guns, and that will be talked about a lot. It will be a lot like Kevin Durant leaving the team that he almost beat to join a super team. Whew. Lot to be talked about. Let me tell you, by the end of this week, when the finals of the NBA are over, do we have a hot Long Island Flag Football League offseason and hot stove to discuss? Whoa. When we come back, we've got your cut line and your epic fail. DA, CBS Sports Radio. When does free agency start? The countdown clock is July.
Is there a draft?
July 1st is coming.
Do I need to voice bios for the flag football draft too?
Right after the loss yesterday, Mr. Six called up Mraz, kind of like Draymond.
The
called up
reverse
Kevin
Draymond Green.
Durant.